Hello. Today we're going to be rebuilding this turbo, upgrading the internals, as well as putting a new turbine wheel and compressor wheel on it, and then we'll send it off to get balanced and it'll be for sale. So I got this upgraded kit. It has a different, I can't remember what they call this, but it has an extra oiling hole to provide more oil to the bearings right there. And so it's just a better kit. It has actually a lot of different things in it, but I'll show you the differences and then we'll get started. But one thing I've already done that you guys won't be able to see is there was a big clip right here. I'll show you. So this goes around here. Use some snap ring pliers and pull it out. And that's it. Pull that off. Sorry, I already did it, but yeah, it's just a snap ring. Then that will lift out. There's the old wheel. Okay, here's a compressor housing. I'm gonna let this soak in some water, some soapy water, just to try to, so we can get cleaned up. And then it will have to be, well, this one's already machined, but if you're upgrading from a 15T, and you're going to a 19T, like this one is, then it will have to be machined. So here's a 15T wheel. This is the new 19T wheel. As you can see, big difference. Not huge, but this one is a little better. Definitely a lot better. Being built, it's lighter. Too bad I don't have a scale. And then we'll start getting it rebuilt. First off, we're gonna wanna remove this. It is an 8mm, and just remember, guys, it is reverse threads, so tightening it will be is going to be loosening it. Set that aside. This should pull off. Okay, old wheel. Then we could pull this out. Old turbine wheel. Pull off this plate right here. It's just not a big deal, just pull that off. Next, I'm gonna want to remove the snap ring. Grab your snap ring pliers. Okay. It does come with a new snap ring, so there that is. Okay, that's off. Now we'll take you could do 2 flat blades. I'm gonna try it with these 2 picks. And just pry up. Since we're replacing it, I'll just use a little screwdriver. So this will be getting replaced, so that's why I'm using a screwdriver. Okay. Now that that's up, there's this plate, and I try to keep everything, put everything in somewhere the way I pulled out, so let's sit right there. Then you see this, let's pull that out. Comes out pretty easy. That was facing down. This was facing like that. So we'll put that down. And that's, now we can get this bearing out. Just like that. Just pulls right out. Okay. So that's it for the internals. Now we can get this cleaned up. I'm going to wash it all up, clean it up, and then we'll get back to reassembling it. Okay, so we got it just cleaned up, just so there was dirt or debris in there. So you want to remove this gasket. That's garbage. And there's also a gasket in here. And this one will sometimes break apart. So you might have to re-clean it, blow it out. Yeah, that's all this one's doing. So if you try to get an edge up, it helps. But yeah, this one's just gonna break apart. So that's okay. Just clean it out again after you get that removed. So that's the gasket right in there. This one's just breaking apart, so I'm going to get this removed, clean it out again, but yeah, remove that gasket and this inner gasket, and then we'll move on after that. Okay, now we're going to start the reassembly, and it goes pretty simply. So here is our stuff, so we'll grab a bearing, normal bearing. This is a journal bearing turbo. Most, I don't think any are ball bearing from the factory that I know of, but you want to grab some assembly lube. You don't need a lot, just a little bit. Smooth it around. Get it in there, we'll drop that in. Next, we will put on this piece right here. Like I said, just try to get a little bit of assembly lube in there, and that goes facing up like that, right there. And this is the up. So let me show you the difference in these. So, as you can see, there's this oil right there, the oiling cool, and on your factory one, you have it right there. But this one has another one right here, so it's just gonna get a little bit more oil, more lubrication, it's gonna last longer, it's gonna be better. And that just goes face down like this, like that. So next, here's your new, I can't remember what, backing plate, or maybe not, I can't remember what that's called. So, this will go through here, like that. And then, there's going to be a little snap ring right here. Like this one. And just get it in that groove. Like so. Pull a little. Okay, now before we get too ahead of ourselves, here's our new gasket that goes inside here. I'm just gonna put a little lube on it to help help slide this on. So, as you can see, this will go here, and I think it's just to deflect the oil. And this is a backing plate for a super back wheel. Super back means it has a little angled right here. You have super back and flat back. Flat backs would be completely flat, where this is angled, so you need the matching backing plate to fit it. Okay, so we'll get this snapped through like so, and we'll carefully place that in. And it's a tight fit, so just let you guys know. Make sure you see the spot for the ring. Okay, so that's on and good. So we'll put our new snap ring on, and you can see it's beveled. You want the bevel down. So just like that. Grab your good old snap ring pliers. Make sure it's seated. Okay. Next, we'll work on this exhaust housing, or this, not exhaust housing, this turbine wheel. Here is a 9-blade turbine wheel. This is a direct drop-in for a TD04HL turbo that comes on these V6s. So this is going to give you, it's going to be better to use the whole RPM range. Here is the factory one. See the difference? Less blades, less restrictive. So, first off, you got this ring, and it's going to go on this bottom slot right there. Like so. Okay, now we'll put some lube on this and that. And on this bearing. Slide this on, goes down to there. And next, here is this plate that sits right here. Just gonna wipe it off, clean it up, make sure everything looks good on it, and then we'll set that on. I'm sorry, I don't know the names of all these little parts. I think I do, but I don't want to be wrong, so. Clean that up. And this is just a ceiling plate, I believe. Okay, so this is going to be inserted into here. Just like that. It should spin with, it's going to have a little resistance just from that goop, the assembly lube, but it should spin freely. But it's going to have might have a tiny bit of resistance. Okay. Now that that's done, we slide on this wheel. Okay, and you notice, okay, this isn't gonna get balanced still, but there's a dot here, and then there's a grind mark there. You wanna line those up the best you can. But this one, it doesn't matter too much since this is gonna get balanced. The whole cartridge will get balanced. But close as you can. Okay, So we have the new wheel on and everything lined up. The dot lined up with the grind mark down there. Next, we'll throw on the new nut. Put a little bit of Loctite on it. It doesn't need a lot. Remember, you're gonna be loosening this. Okay, 10mm on this side to hold it, and you want your torque wrench set at 48 inch-pounds. Keep that lined up. Just like that. Now it should spin freely. And we got the compressor housing all bored out to fit the 19T wheel. As you can see, there's a little pin there that goes in that hole. But before we do that, we're gonna throw on this new gasket. Okay, so we got the turbo all back together. Turned out really nice. You can see it's very nice and shiny down there. So, turned out really good. 19T billet wheel. Got that clip on, which that thing is tight. So you want, when you put this new gasket on this CHRA for the turbine, for the compressor housing, it makes it a tight fit. So yeah, just make sure you get it all the way down and make sure you see that there's a pin there to get everything lined up. But yeah, it's a tough C-clip to get on. I used needle nose pliers and ground down the points to do it. And then, but we got it all on. Next, I think next we'll do a 20T, maybe a 22, I don't know. But my 20G should be coming back here soon. And that will be nice to see. If I still have this, I'll show you guys a comparison side by side of the wheels. But if not, if this is sold by then I don't know, I'll be building a few more of these. So it's fun, and I'm excited to see how they do. So 9-blade turbine. So if you guys are interested in this turbo, I'll leave a link down in the description where you could buy on eBay. And if you have any questions or anything that you know so I could do better, let me know, and I will definitely look forward to you guys' comments and advice. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.